Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. You have heard that the ancients were told, you shall not commit murder, and whoever commits murder shall be liable to the court. But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother shall be guilty before the court. And whoever says to his brother, you good for nothing, shall be guilty before the Supreme Court. And whoever says, you fool, shall be guilty enough to go into the fiery hell. Therefore, if you are presenting your offering at the altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your offering there before the altar and go. First be reconciled to your brother, and then come and present your offering. The issue at hand here is the condition of our heart. As with everything else, as we say, Christianity is not about new habits, it's about a new heart. In this instance, we see that Jesus isn't just saying that you have to have correct behavior, but that the motivations behind that behavior must also be pure. It counts what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what the motivation and your attitude is. And as followers of Christ, we're to have an attitude of humility. Whenever it says when you bring your gift to the altar, for a Jewish person that meant their sacrifice. That was their act of worship, their act of praise, or their act of getting in relationship with God. For a Christian, that might be prayer or worship at a church service or your daily devotional. Sometime whenever you are coming before God in praise, in worship, or in just seeking to get closer to God. And God says, no, no, no. This is so important to me. Your lack of willingness to make things right with your brother or your friend or your neighbor, that is so evident of pride in your heart that I do not want you to come to me with that pride. In James, he says that God resists or opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. And so when you're coming to God and you have this pride in your heart that says, I'm not going to forgive that person, it's their fault, they did it, and you're allowing this bitterness, this pride in your heart to cause this rift between you and someone else. When you bring that pride to God, the Bible says He resists the proud. So if you're trying to draw close unto God, but you have pride holding a grudge inside of you, that doesn't work. What you need to do is go and make things right, at least to the best that you can. The Bible also tells us that we are to, as much as it depends on us, we are to try to live at peace with all people. So you go and you make things right, so that with a clear conscience, with the pride gone, and with the attitude of humility, you can then come before God. Because Jesus makes it clear, blessed are the peacemakers, for they are called sons of God. We talked about blessed are the merciful a couple of weeks ago, and how hard it is to give forgiveness. Well, this isn't just giving forgiveness. This is actively going forth to resolve conflict with someone who has something against you. So you are the one in the wrong. Blessed are the merciful, they wronged you. Blessed are the peacemakers, you are in the wrong, but you choose to go and make it right. And so whatever conflict is going on where your pride is saying, no, I will not say I'm sorry. No, I will not try to fix this. And then you try to come to God, you cannot be called a son of God when you're holding on to pride that will not humble yourself and seek peace even when you are in the wrong. Elsewhere, the Bible says, if you say that you love God but you hate your brother, then you are a liar. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. The attitude of humility that Christ is working in us is an attitude that goes forth and says, I know I'm wrong, but I want to make this right.